Howdy real women, I'm Jamie Miller and I am excited to have you back in my kitchen here on Side Dish Week where I am making my Santa Fe stuffed zucchini. So I guess I probably don't have to tell you which of the cooking creams I'm going to be working with this week. But what I will tell you is I love this recipe, so I'm excited to make it for you because it's delicious and it's easy and it's perfect for entertaining because you can make it well in advance. And I'm also excited because I get to wear my red cowboy boots, woo! So let's go on over to the kitchen and get started. So you gotta go, my friend. I have got, I have got some zucchini that I have cut in half and I hollowed out the center. All right, so I'm just gonna use a grapefruit spoon. It works perfectly. You know, I don't even like grapefruit. These spoons are great for so many things. So you just kind of hollow out the center a little bit and it ends up looking like this with about maybe 1/4 of an inch all the way around. And that's our zucchini boat. And then I'm gonna make my stuffing. So come on over to the big yellow bowl. I've got some cooked rice, just some plain old white cooked rice. And to that, I'm gonna add my Santa Fe blend cooking cream. And I'm gonna stir that all in to get my rice really well coated before I add any more ingredients. So I've been making this dish for a couple of years now. And I've always used the Kraft Mexican 4-cheese blend, and that works great. But you know, then I have to add coriander and cumin and jalapenos and all the things that make it Mexican-y, Santa Fe-ish. So when I discovered this cooking cream, it was perfect. All that stuff is right in there. I don't need any extra spices. I don't need any heat because there's a little bit of heat in there. So I thought that is going to work great with this recipe. And it makes the rice so creamy. It's like I've been making risotto for the last hour, but it's just plain old rice. So I've got that stirred in. I can smell it already. And to that, I'm going to add a few more things. I've got some nice fresh sweet corn. You could, of course, use the frozen stuff. You just want to thaw it first. And then I'm going to also add in a can of diced up tomatoes. I did drain off some of the liquid, but you don't have to get all particular about it. A little liquid is fine. Stir that into the mix. And just one more thing going in our bowl, and that is a bunch of chopped up scallions. I used the whites and the greens. It's going to give us a little bit of freshness, some color. This is going to look really pretty, and all those flavors together and that creamy texture are going to be so delicious with a crisp, tender zucchini shell. And this is a great side dish too because not only is it going to look really good, but you've got your starch and your veggie, you got the whole thing in one. So alongside steaks or, you know, a pork tenderloin, whatever you've got fired up on the grill, it's going to be really good. So I just need to take my zucchini shells and spoon some in there. And I have enough filling that usually, depending on how many people I've got coming over, I have extra, and the extra filling just alongside is great because people may not want a whole nother zucchini boat, but they're not going to complain about having a little of that extra rice and corn and that delicious filling. So I fill them all up, just put them in a pan. You want them kind of snugly fitting in your pan so they don't tip over when they start to cook. And then last but not least, we just sprinkle them with a little shredded cheese. Now I do love the Kraft Mexican 4-cheese blend on here, but I had this little chunk of cheddar in my fridge just screaming, use me up, so I didn't want it to go bad. So I'm using cheddar, which is going to be a terrific topping as well. So that is what they're going to look like. I'm going to go ahead and fill up the rest of my zucchini boats, pop them in a hot oven for 20-25 minutes until the zucchini is nice and crisp tender, and we're done. All right, ladies, my zucchini is out of the oven. I've rescued my poor pony from the floor. Sorry, dude. Now, don't those look delicious? Wouldn't that be fantastic on a dinner plate alongside a grilled, juicy steak? Santa Fe stuffed zucchini. Give it a try. See you next time.